for 1. Alex Ilijoski taking on Scott Wilson.
Bout number 10, semi-final number 1, fighting out of the blue corner, Alex Ilijoski.
Alex Ilijoski coming off a big win over Johnny McKenna, and Scotty Wilson had to go the extra 4th round over Candiata from WA, so Ilijoski, the pressure of the fighter.
And I think sustained a lot less damage.
And his opponent, Scott the Baron Wilson.
You know, Hammer, anyone that steps over the ropes in the centre ring, you've got to give them full credit to do it 2 times in a night. That's asking a hell of a lot, and one of these guys is going to have to do it 3 times in the night.
Do it 2 times is great. To do it 3 times is crazy.
Round 1.
Of course, $5,000 up for grabs, and of course, bragging rights of being the Rebellion Muay Thai 8-man Eliminator win.
Of course, more great events coming up from Rebellion. So once again, check them out on Facebook. And check out the website, the Rebellion Muay Thai website. While you're on Facebook, look up myself, Mark the Hammer Castanini. And of course, John Bushy Fergus. If you want to see what we're on about, what we're having for lunch. Refuse to post a lot of food pictures.
I don't think we're really into selfies. But I tell you what, Rebellion Muay Thai, mate, doing a great job. And of course, on the 28th of November, Rebellion Muay Thai number 10. And that's going to be an absolute cracking card. The word is Roy Wills will be taking on King Curtis Stady.
What, I mean, I'll tell you what a mouth-watering matchup that is. Again, 2 fighters not from Victoria, but fighting in Victoria. And that just shows the commitment to putting on great battles that Sainaji has.
And I keep having a bit of a running joke with, I call him Master Sai, because his cars just seem to get better and better, and you think, how's he going to do it again? And of course, on Rebellion Muay Thai number 10, he's got Tum Sityatong taking on Sam Bark, and we're about to see Sam Bark step in against Roy Wills. So, mate, he's really pulling out all stops to bring the best fights.
Well, it's a great show to round out the year too, that one. It's 2015. I can't believe I'm saying it. It's 2015 draws to an end. Where did it go?
We're getting older, mate, and it goes a bit quicker as we get older. But right now, back in centre ring, Ilijoski and Scott Wilson. Already noticing a different Scott Wilson here in centre ring. He seemed a little bit tentative against Candiata in the first quarter final, but just looks a little bit more comfortable now in centre ring, Hammer.
Yeah, it was definitely the height and reach advantage of Diata, I think, confounded him in the early rounds, but this is a much better matchup for Scotty Wilson. But you know, it really comes down to he had a hard 4 rounds. Now he's got a fighter that has got a lot of power in Ilijoski, and he's going to try and break down the muscles of Wilson, and in turn slow his movement, slow his reaction time, and just make it a whole lot harder to react and fire with vigor and power. Look at that beautiful push kick off the lead leg to the face, Scotty Wilson.
And I tell you what, Ilijoski with some big hands as well. But as you said, coming out of the first quarter final, probably sustained at the least amount of damage. So that's got to go a long way when you're coming into the semi-final.
Round 2.
Round number 2. Semi-final number 1, Rebellion Muay Thai number 9. 100% Muay Thai here, Hammer at the Malvern Town Hall.
We talk about the recent, in the recent few years, the popularity of Muay Thai. Of course, a lot of it, I think, would stem back to the fact that in the UFC, you know, there's often mention made of the fighters that have a Muay Thai background and that are strong in the stand-up, Muay Thai clinch, as Joe Rogan refers to it. So it has really educated the masses to, you know, the great art that is Muay Thai, and you know, the kickboxing style fighting, the standing up, all blended together, makes for an exciting ring sport that you're witnessing right now.
And I tell you what, at the moment, Ilijoski is just turning up the tempo in this second round. Has landed some good kicks on Scotty Wilson.
Oh, went to the chopping downward elbow.
Ilijoski just looks the fresher, Hammer. He looks a lot more composed in centre ring. But again, you know, one of these guys is going to go through to the final, and it's a catch-22. You don't want to, you know, you've got to get the win, but you don't want to sustain any injuries or minimise them as best you can. So we see these boys are chopping away at the legs a little bit more, probably more so than what they did in the quarterfinals, Hammer.
Yeah, definitely.
Ilijoski loading up the leg kicks there.
Let's go, pick it up, fellas. More work, more work. Work.
Just calling the boys on, and you know, that's what it's all about. Just, you know, got to keep the tempo going. keep the techniques flowing. Again, Victoria versus New South Wales. Our other semi-final is an all-Victorian affair, so will we see an all-Victorian final, or will Scotty Wilson get through? Just to upset the apple cart there. You have it second round. I'm leaning the way of Kokorevski as well. Just seemed a little bit busy with his leg kicks.
Yeah, definitely. Look, Scotty's got some great. He's got some great manoeuvres. He's got some great moves. He's capable of pulling out the unexpected, and that's due to him, you know, really having some great all-round skills. Tommy, sorry, Ilijoski rather, is a powerful, strong fighter, and it's going to take a lot to put him on the back foot and slow him up.
Yeah, coming into tonight, Wilson had 4 more fights in Ilijoski, so yeah, not a huge difference, but at the same time, you can't replace time in centre ring.
No, definitely not.
Ilijoski looking to really load up the leg kicks now. Good step-up knee there from Wilson.
Good.
I love nothing more than a big driving knee that just hits the mark.
Yeah. Straight through, and it really does take the wind and you know, the momentum out of you, especially if it's landed plumb.
But, you know, and just the fact that you're able to get through the technique and the guard of the fighter to get a knee in nice and close, because you know it's the closest weapon you can throw apart from an elbow, and to get a good driving knee through without getting tagged as you're coming in is just, it's just a beautiful technique. But Ilijoski at the moment looking composed. Scotty Wilson front kick there, but again Ilijoski just chopping away at the leg kicks. Wilson just seems a little bit more tentative when he's throwing his kicks. Ilijoski's really loading up. Wilson's just sort of throwing them out.
Let's go!
The fighter's absolutely no time to slow up. Just keeping him busy. Again, jumping knee, attempted jumping knee, Scotty Wilson. Ilijoski steps back, gives himself a bit of room, counters with that overhand.
Emma, we've got to remember too, these boys have got to go down. The winner of this has got to go down, cool down, and then warm up again.
Yeah, and that's when everything just starts to hurt just that little bit more.
End of the fight.
I tell you what, there you have it. Scotty Wilson, both boys raising their hands in the air. This one's going to go to the judges. The winner of this will go through to the final of the Rebellion Muay Thai 8-man Eliminator. Who will be the first one, Hammer?
Nice catch and takedown. Ilijoski controlled that kick as well, countered with the right hand. Just really in a test of strength, took Scotty down in that one. Just he's just a little powerhouse, Ilijoski.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of full-time rules have gone to the judges' scorecards, we have a split points decision.
It's a close one, Hammer.
Your first judge scored the contest 28-30 to the blue corner. Your second judge scored the contest 29-30, red corner. Your third judge scored the contest 28-29, declaring your winner and moving through to the final of the Rebellion Eliminator Series. Blue corner, Alex